being fed up with social media and being fed up with just like the culture around social media. Because I think so before 2020, I used to post every, and even through 2020, like through COVID, I posted like every single morning, every single day. I would share a bunch of tips. I would, give out a bunch of information. I was advertising on Instagram. And that was, that was fine. And then in 2020, after COVID, or like while we were on lockdown, what happened was, I'm gonna put some oil on my face. Advertising companies realized that we were all at home and that there were just more eyes on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube in general. And so they started charging for services. So basically, you are getting charged, you have to pay to be seen now on Instagram. So I'm like posting and all this, and nobody's watching your stuff. Nobody's looking at it, nobody's seeing it, nobody's really interacting with it. And it's for me at least, it's just started to feel like um almost like people start doing outlandish things to be seen, because basically if you're not going to pay to be online, you have to do crazy things so that people will watch you. So what it's doing is it's goading us into behavior that we typically wouldn't engage in, just so that we can like be seen by the algorithm, because people only click on outrageous things. They don't click on like the most informative things. They don't click on like the most, healthy things. It only Oh, this is different than the one I used to get before. Oh, I had a cream and I didn't realize this is not cream. Let me see if I have a brush. Um, so anyway, so I was like, I've just been so annoyed with how just the algorithm and how social media has evolved. Just in general, I mean, I used to advertise on there. I used to put so much information on there, and now it just seems like a waste of time. The other thing is, because you're not being seen as much, there's like so many things now that people are like, you have to do in order to be seen on Instagram. So it's like you have to be posting, and then you have to interact, and then you have to stay on, you have to share and like and comment. And I'm just like, I don't have time to be on Instagram like this, all day, just to be seen, just to be, instead of paying for it. Like at this point, I might as well pay for it. And there was a time, particularly with Instagram, where Instagram was like very family oriented, photo oriented, real life oriented. And it's become, just basically an advertising platform. And I don't really want to do that, which means we are doing things to be seen versus like authentically posting. And I like, that doesn't even resonate with me anymore, to like not authentically post. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I just don't post as much as I used to, because I just don't feel like it's even worth it to post on Instagram anymore. And the other thing is that I'm starting to value my privacy more. So I was in the deep thick of YouTube and Instagram when influencing was a huge thing. So I watched all of these people share like their deepest, darkest, most vulnerable places in their lives, and then have their fans turn on them when they found out that they voted a certain way, and then had their fans turn on them when they found out they didn't, post a black square or do something like that. And I'm like, is this what this has become? Like, you have to use your social media for something other than just like posting and having fun. I don't want to do that. I don't want that to be my how I use my social media. And so all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't want everybody to know my life. I mean, I used to post all kinds of stuff on my social media, but I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't know that everybody deserves every single ounce of my life. Like, people don't deserve to know all this information about you. We were never biologically wired to know about more than like 10 or 12 people, like deeply. And the fact that we're on social media all day means that now we're interpreting, and I don't know, the word I'm using is imbibing, because it's like we're drunk off of everybody else's lives, other people's information, other people's lives. and it's not good for us. Like it honestly, if I'm being honest, it makes us crazy. It makes us crazy because number one, we're just too involved in people's lives where we shouldn't be. And if you're someone who like is using social media, you're going to feel like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. I need to be, in this, do this sort of video or this kind of marketing. And the truth is that you don't. You don't. So I'm just kind of like over the whole let me exploit my life for views. I don't think it's healthy as a society anymore. It also is like creating this sort of like scatterbrained version of myself because when you're on social media, everything is quick and easy. So everything's like 30 seconds. Maybe some things like on Instagram, you get longer reels and TikTok, but you're still doing that scrolling thing. And so you find what I'm finding is that I'm having more traits of like inattentiveness. I like can't watch a TV program without also being on a screen. I'm like, I don't like this version of myself that I'm becoming because I'm spending a lot of time on social media. And I think it's because I'm seeing other people's lives and you're constantly processing multiple things at once, which is actually not healthy. It's not good for anybody. So um I'm over it. I'm over the whole people think that, if you're on social media, you have to answer their phone calls because why are you on social media? But then not responding to what I'm saying. Like it's unbelievable actually. Like the expectation that people have around what you should be doing because they see you online, like the pressure to respond to a text message because you've been on Instagram and people can see it. I'm over it. I'm over it. And it's been a while since I felt this way. Like, I don't want to constantly be sharing information about myself or even just like fitness information. Like I used to share so many tips, so much information for free, right? And it didn't really get me like extra clients. Like I've gotten a few. I've gotten more clients off of my YouTube videos than I have on Instagram, right? And it's got me a few, but it hasn't really like done much for me, right? So I'm like, why am I wasting all this energy sharing all this information when these people don't care? Like these people do not care. People are just watching your life from afar and observing your life, doing God knows what with that information, and not even in a nefarious sense, just like using you as entertainment. Because I will tell you, I absolutely, I feel like and felt like I would get online and I would be people's personal clown a little bit, like that's what I feel like because you're on there doing all this like loud crazy stuff, like yeah, like, and being a caricature so people can like your stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm so exhausted. I'm exhausted from the performance of it all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to perform anymore. And that's what it feels like you have to do on Instagram, or you have to be willing to exploit your real life pain for strangers, which, as I said before, there's now all these people who are like you guys remember like is it Jacqueline Hill? The Jacqueline Hills, the Jackie Inas, they are so exhausted from people feeling like they owe them every single detail of their lives. And I 100% get it. I 100% get it. I 100% understand that people are like, well, you shared all this information with us 10 years ago. You made us feel like your besties. You convinced us to buy all this stuff. We made you famous. And now you don't want to share anything with us. But it's translated to like regular people too. Oh, you didn't talk about that on social media. No, I didn't. Because it's nobody's business. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you guys something. People have said to me, oh, I didn't know you hung out with people. Why? Because I don't post it on social media? There are so many things that I do that I never talk about. And the idiocy to believe that because I don't post it means it doesn't happen is wild. I quite literally have a fitness Instagram, which means I'm posting about fitness. I went and got my nails done with my sister, didn't tell anybody. Went to a baby shower, oh, I posted about that. Went and did ceramics with one of my friends, didn't post about it. Like, why do you think that I have to share every single detail of my life on social media? Otherwise, it didn't happen. That's weird. That's weird. It's just strange to me. Like, what kind of world are we living in where if you don't post it, people think that you don't have a life or that you're just like sitting at home all day? No, I'm actually like living my life and enjoying the memory of that. Someone thought I don't have close friends because I never post on Instagram. Yes, people are like, oh, you never talk about hanging out with your friends. Why do I have to do that? Like, why do you think that I have to share every single moment of my life with you? That is weird. Like, psychologically, we were never meant to share all of our thoughts with everybody. Like, and I think that's why we don't have self control anymore, because Instagram and TikTok specifically have given us a place where we actually don't have to have a filter anymore. Like, you can just think something and go, that's what I think, without even thinking about the consequences of it. You can just start talking. But it is absolutely insane to say out loud, "Oh, I didn't know that you hung out with people." But what? I can't. And this is like why I'm so over it, because I think it is changing the chemistry of our brains to where we don't know how to have like standard relationships and how to relate to people outside of it. Um, And people don't have like the self-reflection to go like, "Oh, I hung out with this person and didn't post it on social media. So maybe they're hanging out with people and not posting it on social media." Do you know what I mean? Like, people don't have that kind of like wherewithal. It's kind of like, it's so bizarre to me, that aspect of it. Now, let me get to the fitness piece, because this is driving me bananas. And so I have friends who are physical therapists. They are doctors of physical therapists. What is the other one? OTs, occupational therapists. And they're always like, it is so annoying in this profession now, because some random person will get online and tell you this is the best exercise for back pain. This is the best exercise for knee pain. And then they go to their qualified occupational therapist, qualified physical therapist, and say, well, so and so online told me that this was the best exercise. Some random person who has a doctorate in like physiology, like not even physiology. Let me give it chemical and chemistry. How about that? And this person, because they're an authority, all of a sudden people are like, well, they said it. I'm gonna name drop right now. Andrew Huberman should not be giving fitness advice. I said it. I said it. The man did an entire video on like how you need to skip. Okay, you guys, I'm a certified track and field coach, nationally certified track and field coach. We skip every warm up. That is very weird to me that now all of a sudden people are like, oh, well, what, Coach Joe, what do you like? These are like my client. What do you about skipping? Oh, because Huberman said it was a good idea that now everybody needs to skip. That's weird. That's strange. Number one, he couldn't skip. You don't know how to skip, and you're giving fitness advice. That's it's a little concerning. A little concerning for me that you are using appeal to authority to just tell people blanket statements. Is skipping one of the most important things you need to do? No, it is not. Should everybody be able to skip? They really should. Unless you have broken limbs, you should be able to skip. But the fact that people like latched onto that and had people going like, "Oh, Huberman said I should skip, so I need to add this to my training." No, no, you don't. No, you don't. And it's just like the bombardment of constant information. That's the other thing for me as a fitness person. I'm never going to get anything done because I'm talking too much. But as a fitness person, the amount of information about fitness that is just complete and utter pure BS is absolutely insane. Let me go get I need to get a charger because my phone's gonna die. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, you guys. Um, so as a fitness, oh, y'all ain't seeing my dog. Oh, let me clean the bathroom. Okay. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this. There we go. Is that gonna work? That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, you guys know the movie Babe? It's like one of my favorite movies. Anyway, so yeah, being a fitness person, a fitness coach, and just constantly having to combat the information from random people online is exhausting. I'm just gonna tell you guys that right now. And this is nothing against my clients. It's just made my job very difficult